gate closed till morning, by Baron's decree. I can't make sense of this order, locking ourselves in. Guess that's why I'm not a politician.
Stop the poor going with the should. Only the commons making a bad situation worse. Hey, hey, hey! Where do you think you're going? Lock down!
Shutting the city up like this won't stop the gloom spreading. We're only sitting on the coffin lid.
Sitting on it and getting paid for it.
The Watch have locked down Stone Market. But when did I ever let a lock hold me back?
Jerky. I hate jerky.
Head down to the docks after my shift.
You've just bought me another day in this pit.
Those are the broadhead arrows, those are the ones I was talking about that you can actually kill people with. The beggars you tend to be okay with. Or water arrows. So there's a lot of stuff out there I could go steal, but you have to deal with those two guards out there, and it takes quite a bit of effort. For this playthrough, this purpose of this video, I'm not going to do any of that. Plus, I don't want to spoil everything for anybody who wants to play it. So just know that I'm not doing everything. I'm not playing this a completionist.
A claw's fairly quiet when used the right way. Aaron made this thing sound noisier than it is.
What are you looking at?
Price on that jeweled mask. Be enough to feed 100 squawking mouths for a year.
Don't you go catching a conscience now. Worse than the suicide cells.
I can cut through the jewelers to get around these gates. Besides, that mask sounds interesting.
So, obviously, every little cutscene that happens tends to be something that informs you about
Damn
something
lights are still on
useful.
a blink. Anyone left who knows how to fix these frigging things?
Good luck finding a guildsman whose fingers ain't broke. Get on that show if I'm not careful. everywhere.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
Damn light. Kind of hard to time the lightning. That was one of the things that really bugged me. So, like, if you can notice, I'm right here where I should be able to drop down. But I have to just get to the right. See how all I did was move a centimeter. If I move a little too far this way, it goes away. So I have to get to just the right spot to be able to drop down. And if you drop down without hitting that circle to drop down, you'll drop down and make a thud and be a little bit loud.
Freezing.
Now I'm curious, when that lightning strikes, does my gem go over? Oh, it does. Like I said, these beggars won't cause you trouble. I panicked about them and whatnot earlier on in my gameplays back on PS3. And there are many, many different routes that you can take. This is not the only one. And there's much more you can do in this area than what I have done. So again, I'm taking a slightly expedient route.
A few guards, residents upstairs. Stealing the mask shouldn't be a problem.
I'm freezing.
Screwed myself. Well, here, good opportunity for me to show you the combat. So, L1 and your directional pad to dodge, and then you thump them. Yeah, and I'm not good at it. So how about we just don't get caught again? I prefer to play Ghost or Opportunist. I don't generally play Predator.
Few guards. Residents upstairs. Stealing the mask shouldn't be a problem.
So you can jump in these little majiggers, which is what I should have done, and hide.
I hate that friggin' bird. Goes crazy every time someone makes a noise.
Alright, so now we know there's a bird to watch out for.
If I had a lady like his upstairs, I would not let the bed go cold. Well, this beats being on the rake. All these beauties. I'd lift one myself if I didn't need the job.
Salda's still not ready. What? What's going on?
Let him calm back down.
Someone is there. I will report you.
Oh, he lit it again?
My nerves are just frayed.
This is taking longer than usual. Works my fingers to the bone. Yes. The real money is in the original piece. I'll keep close in my workshop till you find a buyer outside this reeking city.
An original and a copy. A nice scam, Lygrove. Good of you to write it down for me.
Alright, so I had a buddy join my party right about here. So any commentary I do now will be after the fact. I'm just layering it over the top. I'm going to try to keep the chatter to a minimum from here moving forward. But if I feel it's relevant, which is a couple of things coming up, and then I'm going to try to be quiet as much as I can for the rest of the video and only talk about the things that are really important.
This gloom is everywhere.
Alright, so right here we have another one of those nifty little letters. So as you can see, the little numbers that precede them are 7, 3, and now down at the bottom we have 9. So here in a minute you'll see me open a safe, and if you remember back to this letter, the number combination to the safe is 739. So all throughout the game there's a bunch of little tidbits like this that will help you to be able to unlock things. If you want to be able to read the text that's in here, just go back and pause it. There's some interesting backstory and whatnot if you want to read it. Otherwise, this is just the point that I was trying to get to you, is that when you read these letters, there's a reason for them. So always pay attention. So just like at the beginning of the game, you always want to make sure you look at everything in the room. A lot of these pictures might have hidden safes behind them, and so you just got to feel around for the little sweet spot, and then click the switch, and it opens up the safe. Then this is the combination I was talking about. So if you hadn't read that letter, or if you hadn't paid attention to it, you wouldn't know how to do this, and you would have to go through number by number on each of these different dials, and then that would take forever. But if you remember the combo, then you could just put in 7, 3, 9, and it unlocks right away for you. So just always pay attention to everything in the game, which is a really neat feature that they really kind of hid the answer to everything. So I mean, there's nothing in this that's a mystery, but you have to be a detective. So
More extravagant than my usual masks. One for the collection. Never know when I'll be invited to a ball. I'll see myself out. An upstairs window should get me over that gate.
And again, I just want to remind everyone that I'm not getting everything. So there was a bunch of stuff downstairs there, not all the way downstairs, in that middle floor there. This is a jewelry shop afterwards. So in the showroom, there's lots of stuff you could go in there and steal, but there's some guards you've got to handle, and you got to be real careful about how you do it. And that's not what this video is for. So I am taking the fast path.
I need to rest. Doesn't feel safe on the streets. Who's messing around here? All clear, it seems.
This is my way out. But once I drop down, there's no coming back.
Something feels wrong.
Alright, when you're playing, make sure you have everything before you jump out the window, because once you jump out, there's no coming back.
Worn out.
The old man remembers the Shalebridge fires. Flames so bright, night became day. Or was it smoke so thick, day became night?
Well, I read that before the Baron was born, the city was at war.
Read it, did you? Oh, bloody friggin' da. Nothing like being there, is it? These streets have seen all manner of shit. Fires, plagues.
Don't forget the war.
It was with Black, alright? More of a squabble than a war. Of course, if our neighbors catch wind of the shit pile we're in now, you'll see your bloody war.
Wonder if the Baron can do something to stop the sickness from spreading.
What is this? Watch alley?
We're getting orders to
I'll need
halt
to step
anyone who
lightly.
shares lodging with the crew. House by house.
What? That's serious business. Shit, would we get more coin? You're kidding!
I swear. Oh, please, sir. Please, sir. You can smell that he shit himself. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Captain's orders. He said go stand under the window of that woman on Bleach Market. Her with the face that the rakers would throw back in the river. Try to make it crack a smile.
Careful, she's off to fetch the piss pot. I hope someone starts some trouble. I'll put them in their place.
They cry about martial law. You don't see.
You lock the gates, you fog skull.
Alright, right here is a perfect chance for me to show you yet again something that I wouldn't normally do, the style of play I wouldn't normally play, but there's a lot of things you can interact with. So if you pull out your broad tip arrows, and you see these little glowing blue spot there, if you were to shoot that with an arrow, and there's somebody standing underneath that, it will drop down and potentially kill them. So it requires timing, it requires situations to be set up right. But, as you can see, only one guy gets killed, which leaves the other guy to deal with. And he was wearing a helmet, so when I shot him with my arrow, it just pissed him off. So now he's searching for me, so I figured, hey, I'll put the fire out, I'll go down, and I'll knock him and his buddy out. As you can see, he's got a friend and he's alerted who's running up to help him. So here in a minute, I pull out my water bow.
You and me.
And I put out the torch. Problem with that is, crafty little bugger relights it.
Be wary of these shadows. I'll find you and bring you to the noose.
So then I get the wise idea that, hey, why don't I throw a bottle? Distract him away. And then I can run past without having to worry about fighting him or anything. Which would have been a great idea if they had both gone. But only one leaves, as you can see. So the other one's still there. So now I'm just going to have to sneak by them all. Which is what I would have done to begin with. That's how I like to play this game. I don't like to cause confrontation if I don't have to. But it's just amusing how all of my ideas pretty much did me absolutely no good.
Oh, I like this game. Curse it. Can't find it. Let's not tell the general about this one.
Oh, and it might be worth mentioning that the little dots above their head indicate how alarmed they are, and those will eventually go down to nothing, and then that's when they go back to not giving a shit and kind of effectively forget that anything ever happened to begin with. So, ultimately, you can just wait that out. Alright, so I completed the first section of the game. That's what I was going to play through. As you can see, I ended up getting opportunist, which means that I went around thonking people and taking advantage of the situation. I want to try to play this through on Go, so I'm going to have to look up how to do that. And I try to stay away from Predator as much as I can, but I got a lot of that here just based on I was showing you guys how to do some stuff. But it goes through and it gives you a readout of all the stuff you did throughout the level. Lets me know that I only got 31% of the loot. So, I mean, that means there was a lot more to do in this than what I did. So when you play it, you'll get to pick how much you really want to do. The more loot that you get, obviously the more money that you have, the more things you can go buy later on in the game. So I'm going to go to the clock tower now, and once I get there, then I will kind of run around and show you a few things there real quick, and then that'll be the end of the video. Alright, so this is the clock tower. All of these chests are areas will store your unique loot. Then next to the chests here are a bunch of little racks and cases that will, show you different things you find throughout the game. Back over here is another chest that will be where you can store some of your items in as you buy items in the game. This is where you'll be able to put those. Now there's a little cutscene here.
Genevieve.
Alright, here, this window here is where you'll be able to pick up your new objectives, which is all the different missions you'll go on in the game, and will move you through the game. This other window over here, can't honestly remember if it serves a purpose, so, you know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But anyway, so this is the clock tower. This is what it is. This is where you kind of your home base, where you'll come back to kind of check stuff out. I don't remember exactly everything that you're allowed to do up here, but you will spend some time here. After you get done with this cutscene, once you jump back down and go look at all the different crates and stuff again, it will actually give you a quick walkthrough kind of tutorial on what all of the different little things you can do with all the little crates in your clock tower are. I'm not going to go do that right now because I already kind of talked you through what the gist of everything is, and you'll find out stuff for yourself if you want to play the game. But otherwise, thank you for watching. I mean, if you really liked this type of video where I'm going through and playing some of the games and talking to you about what I think about them, how I feel about them, let me know that, and I can try to make more of these. Otherwise, if you didn't like it, then you can just, you know, mosey on your way. You don't have to watch it if you don't like it. And if you don't like it and you made it to this point, please leave me a comment. Say rotten eggs in the comments, because wow, that's dedication to finish a video that is almost 2 hours. It's like an hour and a half long, which you watch both videos. So good for you. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to be making more videos for you guys. I do this to entertain myself. Hopefully I can entertain some of you guys along the way. So again, thanks for watching, and you all have a terrific day. Peace.